So here is another puzzle from Hindustan Times. They have given some data. It's about a running race. Meet five athletes from five countries, which are in alphabetical order. So they have given five countries, and these five athletes are on racetrack, each wearing track attires in their favorite color. So these five different people are from five different countries, and they are wearing five different colors. They have five different first names: Ashwini, Duti, Hema, Shiny, Usha, and their second names are also five different surnames: Devers, Griffith, Jones, etc. etc. So we need to match. So basically, it appears as though it's a four variable match the following set. Looks like country, color, first name, second name. But once we enter into the subsequent data points that are given, we can see that Jones is in lane 1, Otti is in lane 2, Shiny is in lane 3, etc. So there's a fifth variable which is coming into picture, which is like these five people, their lane number is also something that we have to match. And as we go further into the points, we see that Usha is from Afghanistan, Otti is from Australia, and the third point says Albanian finished third in the race. So the result is also something that we need to take into picture. So basically, it's a six variable match the following set. So country, color, first name, second name, their track number, and the result. So in point number 1, they've given Jones first name. Jones is like second name. Otti is second name that they've linked to the different lanes. But Shiny is first name that they've linked, and then the other point is Albanian is in lane 4. That's a country that they've linked to lane 4. So I see that this is one variable which is linked to multiple variables. So what we can do is we'll start with this variable first, the track number. So it will be easy for us to merge all the other variables into this. And to approach these kinds of problems, it is better to go with a table based architecture. So it will be easier for us to arrange the values inside these tables. So I follow a table something like this. So where I have a six column architecture. The first column I have mentioned track number, and then first name, second name of the athletes, and then country, color, and then the final one is result, who's come in for position number 1, position number 2, all the way. And below this table, I have written all possible values that I'm going to enter into this particular column in the particular cells. Now, one of these values is something that we can go ahead and fill by default, and we'll try to match the other variables to it. For example, I'll start with track number. That is easy for us to fill. So let's go ahead and fill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's try to match all the other variables to this particular variable. And now let's start from point number 1. Jones is in lane 1. So let's go ahead and fill Jones. So Jones, I filled in track number 1 or lane number 1, and then Otte is in lane number 2. So Otte is also something that I filled. So Otte is a person who is there in track number 2. Shiny is in lane 3. So Shiny is a person who comes in lane 3. And then Albanian is in lane 4. So Albanian is in lane 4. Albania, the country. And Hema is in lane 5. So Hema is in lane 5. So this is something that we filled. So first point is done. And the other point that they've given is like Usha is from Afghanistan. What are the possible values for me? Usha is a first name. Afghanistan is a country. So these two will be in the same row. Because this belongs to the same person, these two values will have to be in the same row. So Usha Afghanistan could be the track 1 person. Usha Afghanistan could be the track 2 person. Usha cannot be the track 3 person because there's already Shiny. Usha cannot be track 5 person, and similarly Usha cannot be track 4 person also, because if I write Usha here, then the country has to be Afghanistan, not Albania. So therefore Usha, Albania, Afghanistan, that particular combination has to come either in first row or in second row. So we only have some information here. We'll come back to this. Otte is from Australia. So let's go and fill that. So Otte country we know is Australia. So now that we know this particular information, now it is clearly fixed that Usha from Afghanistan cannot come in second row. So the only place Usha from Afghanistan can come is Usha here and Afghanistan here. So Afghanistan is done and Usha is done. So among the people, only 2 people's names are left: Ashwini, Duti, and first name. Second name, we have 3 names to be filled. Country, we have Angola and Argentina to be filled, and colors and results we have not yet proceeded. Okay, point number 3. Albanian finishes third in the race. Albanian finishes third in the race. Okay. And point number 4. Shiny finishes immediately ahead of Kersey, who in turn finishes immediately ahead of the athlete wearing black. So there are 3 different people that we are looking at. Yeah. So one is Shiny, and the other one is Kersey, and the other one is somebody who is wearing black. And 3 consecutive positions could either be 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4, or 3, 4, 5. So these are the 3 possible results, rankings for these 3 people. One is Shiny, the other one is Kersey, and the other one is somebody who's wearing black. But we know one thing, Shiny cannot be in third rank because Shiny comes in a different row than Albanian, who is the third rank person. So one thing I can tell is Shiny cannot be third, which means this particular option is out of picture. So the only 2 possibilities here is first rank, second rank, third rank combination, or second, third, fourth rank combination. So Shiny, Kersey, and the person in black could either be first, second, third position, or second, third, fourth position. We don't know which. We'll come back to this later. Let's go to the next point. Usha finishes immediately behind the athlete wearing beige. Okay. And while the athlete in blue finishes immediately behind Argentinian. Okay. We are still not able to fill any of these points. Ashwini's surname is Devers. So Ashwini and Devers will have to be in same row because that belongs to the same person. Definitely cannot be in the second row because second row surname is Otte. So it only place where it is possible is here. So Ashwini, and here it is Devers. So which means this has to be Doti. And Griffith and Kersey are the only 2 names that we have filled. But we have a small hint. We see that Shiny finishes ahead of Kersey. Right? So if Shiny is finishing ahead of Kersey, Shiny and Kersey cannot be in the same row. So this has to be Kersey and this has to be Shiny Griffith. So what we have done is we have already matched the first name, second name to the track numbers, and we have matched a lot of countries and some one result. Let's proceed further. Usha finishes immediately behind the athlete wearing beige. Okay. So definitely only one thing I can take hint here is Usha cannot be beige. Usha cannot be of the color beige. Usha cannot have liked beige color because Usha finishes behind somebody wearing beige. While the athlete in blue finishes immediately behind Argentinian. So Argentinian, where will Argentinian come? Argentinian will either be in this spot or in this spot. We don't know where. We'll come back to that. Okay, and point number 7, athlete in lane 3, track 3, and the Angolan finish close to each other. Lane 3 and the Angolan. So lane 3, only 2 possibilities are there, Angola or Argentina. But they are telling lane 3 person and Angolan. So lane 3 person has to be Argentina. So this is Argentina and therefore this is Angola. And these 2 people finish close to each other. So close to each other. So which means these 2 people will have to be in consecutive rankings. Already third rank is taken by Albanian. So if these 2 people will have to be in consecutive rankings, it has to be either 1-2 consecutive ranking or 4-5 consecutive ranking. Only these possibilities are there. One of them is wearing blue while the other is wearing brown. So we have one of them wearing blue while the other is wearing brown. So if it is either third Shiny is wearing blue, then Hema will be brown, or if Shiny is brown, Hema will be blue. Okay. We don't know which of these 2. Let's go through the points again to see if we can take help from some points. So what about point number 4? Shiny finishes immediately ahead of Kersey. Shiny finishes, who in terms finishes ahead of the athlete wearing black. Okay, we are still not. We are still okay. We have a small hint here. Shiny finishes ahead of Kersey. So Shiny finishes ahead of Kersey. So we are speaking about these 2 rows, row number 3 and row number 5, and these 2 people also finish ahead of somebody wearing black. So what I can tell is these two people can definitely not be 4th, 5th rank people. The reason being, if Shiny and Kersey belong to 4th, 5th rank, how can they finish ahead of somebody? So these two people cannot belong to 4th, 5th rank. These two people belong only to 1st and 2nd rank. So which means Shiny is the first person who is immediately ahead of Kersey, who is second person, and the second ranked person is immediately ahead of somebody wearing black. So this is black who is in third position. Now let's go to point number 5, which says Usha finishes immediately behind somebody wearing beige. So there are only 2 ranks possible for Usha, 4th or 5th. If she's and for beige, if beige, only one position is possible for beige. So this is the only one position which is possible for beige. So therefore the only color that is pending for Usha is burgundy. So Usha finishes immediately behind the person wearing beige. So this is 5th rank and this has to be 4th rank. Now the only thing that we are missing out is blue brown color combination. Let's athlete finishing in blue. Athlete in blue finishes immediately behind the Argentinian. So blue finishes behind the Argentinian. Therefore blue cannot belong to Argentina. So this has to be brown and this has to be blue. The blue guy finishes behind Argentinian, who's brown guy and has finished number 1. So hence we have solved the entire table. So we have matched 6 variable set and we have solved the entire set here.